Student, let us start the class. Today we are going to learn about the food habits, food chains and food web of animals. Okay, from the workbook. So there are some questions there were based on the topics given on the textbook. So we are going to discuss the question from the workbook. So let us start the class. Before starting the class, let us recall about the food habits. Okay, so we know plants animals are dependent on nature. They cannot prepare their own food. So based on the food habits they got from their surrounding, they are categorized into three types. The first is the herbivore, carnivore and omnivore. Now what do you mean by herbivore? Herbivores are the animals which eat plants. Okay, herb means plant and vor means to eat. Okay, the second one we got is carnivore. So carnivores are the animals which eat flesh or meat. Okay, and omnivore, that is the third category, which eat both plants and animals. Now here you can see there are three divisions here. The first is a carnivore, the second herbivore and the third is omnivore. Okay, these three categories of animals are being divided on the food they eat. Okay, so in the carnivore section you can see some of the animals. Okay, so lion, tiger, leopard, bear. Okay, so this type of animals, they eat what? They eat flesh or meat. Okay, the next category is the herbivore. Herbivore are the animals which eat plants. Okay, now what we have got here? We have got squirrel, we have got horse, okay, we have got elephant. So many types of animal we have got here. And the third category is the omnivore. Okay, so omnivore is the animals which eat both flesh and plants. Okay, so what we have got here? We have got squirrel, we have got pig. Okay, so different animals are here. Now in the top, if you can see the picture, carnivore, there is a picture here, a flesh. Okay, that means carnivore eat flesh or meat. Herbivore has got a plant, okay, or leaves here, and omnivore has got both leaves and flesh. Okay, so these are the three categories of the food habits of animal. They are dependent on nature. They cannot prepare their own food. On the other hand, plants or humans can prepare their own food. Plants prepare their own food with the help of sunlight, carbon dioxide, minerals and water. Okay, the process of plants building their own food or preparing their own food, you already know that, you have got in the previous chapter, that is photosynthesis. Okay, on the other hand, animals cannot prepare their own food. These animals, they get their food whatever is available in the nature or surrounding. Okay, and based on their eating habits, the three categories of animals we have got: the first carnivore, second herbivore and third omnivore. Now in each word there is a vore, V-O-R-E. I have already told you vore means to eat. Okay, now again one more topic we have got in the chapter, that is food chain versus food web. Now what is food chain and what is food webs? Now if you see in the definition given there, food chains follow just one path as animals find food. Okay, so food chains are like one direction. It follows in from one animal to another animal. In the picture, this picture, you can see plants is been eaten by grasshopper. Grasshopper is eaten by a rat and rat is been eaten by a owl. Okay, that means the process of eating food is being transferred from one item to another item. So when it is consumed food, the energy is transferred, isn't it? So energy is transferred here in one direction, that means one path or linear. Okay, here energy is being consumed from one animal to another animal, and the energy is transferred from one in a straight line, in a one direction, from one animal to another animal. So the next we got is here food webs. Okay, food webs show how plants and animals are connected in many ways to help them all survive. Now the difference between food chain and food web is that food chain follows one path, food webs are connected. Okay, it is like a web, it's like a spider web. Everything is connected. Okay, so in the picture on the left hand side, you can see the grass. So grass has been eaten by what? By grasshopper. You can see the arrow in which it is pointing, a rabbit, okay, or a deer. All right, now this deer is been eaten by so many animals like a fox, okay, or an eagle or a vulture. On the other hand, rat has been eaten by a fox, an eagle. Okay, so this is connected. The energy is not transferred from one animal to another animal. It has been transferred from one animal to different kinds of animal. So it is all connected. The animals are connected to each other. Grass has been eaten not only by a rabbit or by a cow. It has been eaten by a goat, a giraffe, an elephant, a deer. Okay. On the other hand, the cows are eaten by not by only a lion. It has been eaten by a tiger, leopard, vulture, eagle, fox. Okay, so many connection are there. That connection of animals is known as food web, and the energy is transferred in many directions, not like a food chain. It has been transferred in only one direction. So that is the difference between a food chain and a food web. Okay, now here I have taken a simple example of a food chain of an owl. Okay, so in the first you can see a plant, and it is written producer here because plants are producing their own food, isn't it? And it grows, okay, from a small sapling it grows to a big tree or a big plant. This plant bear what? Fruits, okay, then seeds, berries, leaves. Okay, so different kinds of things plant produces. This food are being eaten by insect. Okay, that is a herbivore. Now plant becomes the producer because it produces food. This plant, either the leaves or the berries, are being eaten by an insect, that becomes a herbivore. Okay, that that insect is being eaten by a mouse. Okay, so mouse is being eaten by a owl. Okay, so this is related. From one direction to another direction, the energy is being transferred here. Now below every picture you can see herbivore, omnivore and carnivore. You can see a word consumer. What do you mean by consumer? Consumer means a person who eats, okay, who has his food is known as consumer, or consume, that means to eat. The next I have taken is simple food web to make you understand that one food is not eaten by only one particular animal. In the below you can see plants. Plants are being eaten by grasshopper and squirrel. Okay, this grasshopper, you can follow the arrow here. See, arrow signs are given, that means it has been consumed by what animals. Okay, so plants is look at the left hand side, the grasshopper. The grasshopper is eaten by a scorpion. A scorpion is been eaten by a fox. On the other hand, that is on the right hand side, the plants is eaten by a squirrel. This squirrel is been consumed by both by a fox and by an eagle. So here you can see from a simple plant a food web is created because there are so many consumers, okay, so many animals that feed on its food. Okay, so that is the difference between food chain and food web. Food chain happens in one direction, food web is connected. Okay, so it is a multiple way of energy transformation. Now these are the questions that you have got in your workbook, page number 2, question number 14. So let us start the class. Complete the following table by listing the features that help these animals find food from their surrounding. Also, name an animal who shares the same features. Okay, so here you can see on the left hand side pictures are given here. Okay, the first is a frog. Okay, in the middle you can see the category that has been given, that features that helps them find food. Okay, so we have to find food here. Okay, so what is this feature here that helps that animal to find its food? So what is given here? Catches its prey with its tongue. Okay, so a frog catches its prey with the help of its tongue. So we have got that animals have got different sense organs. With the help of their sense organ, they can find their food from the surrounding. Okay, so what is that feature, what is that organ of a frog that help it find its food? Okay, so frog has got its tongue. Okay, so when it opens its tongue, it catches its insect. How can a frog do it? A frog can do it because the tongue of the frog is sticky. Okay, so when the frog brings out the tongue to the air, to the open air, then what happens? Whatever insect is nearby, it gets trapped in the sticky tongue. So which help the frog to catch its food. Okay, to find its food. Now same type of animal you have to give an example here. Okay, in the third category, what is given? Example of another animal having the same feature just like a frog. So I have given here lizard. Okay, if you can think of any other animal, you can put it down there. The next is cat. Question number B. And what feature it has? It has got sharp sense of hearing. Okay, so a cat can hear. It has got very sharp ears and it can hear from a distance if any noise is been there. Okay, and it helps it catch its prey. And just like a cat, which animal have got the same feature? So here I have written lion and tiger. The next is given a crow. Okay, so what is the feature of crow? Sharp sense of sight. That means a crow can find its food from a very far distance from the sky. So I have already given one example. If you put a piece of food outside your house, after some time you can see a bird from nowhere it will appear and it will take the food because it can see from a very far distance. The similar type of animal that has got the same feature is an eagle. The next, question number D, you can see a sugar cube and it has been and there are some ants on it. Okay, so we know the ants have got sharp sense of smell. Okay, it can smell things and it can find its food. Example we can get for another example that has got similar feature of an ant are dog. Dog has also got a very sharp sense of smell. It can sense its food from a very far distance. So this kind of thing like ants or birds or dog, you can have your home experiment. Okay, you can if you really want to see that ants find their own food, so you can drop some or spill some sugar in the corner of your house. After some time you can find that ants have gathered there. Similarly, if you can put a piece of food outside or outside your house, you can see that from very far distance birds will come and find its food. Similarly, dog. Okay, so these sense organs help these animals to find their food, and you can experiment this at your own home to find out whether it is true or not. Okay, the next question number 15 and 16 is given here. I'll read out the question. Which of the following two plants used to prepare food? Okay, so this is already you know that. Which of the following two plants used to prepare food? Oxygen, carbon dioxide, seeds and soil. The next is question number 16. Which of the following is an example of a food chain? Corn is eaten by a rat and a rat is eaten by an owl. That is the first option. Option number B, new plantlet produced from a seed. Option number C, frog eating carrots. And option number D, fox eating grass and rabbit eating grass. So you have to find out this by yourself. Question number 15 and 16 are homework. Now here question number 17, a definition has been asked here. What is a food chain? That is given already in your textbook. plants and animals are linked to each other by eating or by eaten. This is called a food chain. So plants and animals, we have seen so many pictures. So plants and animals are connected to each other. Plants are by eaten. Plants fall into the category of by eaten because animals or humans are eating the plants. Okay, and animals are falling in the category of eating. Okay, we can see eating or by eaten. Okay, so this is how plants and animals are connected, because plants are being eaten by a cow is being eaten by what? A lion or tiger. That this is a food chain. Question number 18. Give an example of a food chain with at least 4 members. Now here I have to give an example of a food chain with 4 members in it. That means the name of 4 animals. I have given here grass, then the arrow sign I have given the grasshopper, then frog, then snake. Okay, these arrow signs are very important. It indicates it has been connected with the previous one. Okay, so here I have given this arrow sign. Don't forget to give the arrow sign. These are very important. The next question is, what forms a food web? Explain with the help of a diagram. Okay, so connected food chains form a food web. We already know that all the food chain are connected to each other and it forms a food web. That means multiple animals are involved in a food web. Example, plants are eaten by goats, okay, rabbits and mice. A rabbit can be eaten by a snake, wildcat or lion. This create a food web. So plants are being eaten. I have given 3 examples here: goats, rabbits and mice. That means 3 animals. Now from the 3 animals I have taken rabbit. Rabbit is been eaten by a snake, wildcat or lion. Again 3 animals. Okay, so in here energy is being transferred not from one animal to one animal, but from one animal to multiple number of animals or different types of animals. So this becomes a food web. Okay, now the diagram I have taken here is this diagram. Okay children, so you can draw this in your workbook. Alright, so here I have written, I have not drawn the picture here, I have written the names. If you write the names, it is very clear. Okay, so the green plant is eaten by goat, rabbit and mouse. You can see below. See, the green plant is been eaten by goat, rabbit and mouse. Okay, now this goat is been eaten by lion. Okay, this rabbit is been eaten by lion, wildcat, eagle and snake. Okay, now this mouse and the third one is eaten by snake and eagle. Okay, again the snake is been eaten by wildcat. Mouse has been eaten by a wildcat. Okay, so all these are connected to each other. We can see multiple dimension of food chain here, which in turn becomes a food web. Now the last question is given here. Look at the given food web. If harmful chemicals get mixed with the water of the pond, what will happen to the Siberian crane? Give reason. Okay, Siberian crane is a bird. Okay, so crane, it falls into a category, and it is a food web is been given here. Now there is a pond there. Okay, so you can see a water resource there. It has been asked, if harmful chemicals are being mixed with the water of the pond, what will happen to the Siberian crane? Now I have given this reason that fish, prawns, worms that live in the pond may die. Now you know that because fish, prawns and worms that lives in the pond, because they survive under water, they cannot live outside the air. They can only survive in water. And if harmful chemicals have been added in the water, at least these 3 categories of animals will die, isn't it? So the Siberian cranes will not get enough food and their number may decrease. Now the Siberian crane depends on fish, prawns and worms that survive in the water. If these animals die, the Siberian crane will not get food. Okay, and it may die because there is lack of food there. They may disappear from the surface of the earth, and this might result that they may disappear slowly, and slowly their numbers will decrease and they will disappear from this earth. Okay, so that is the one reason will happen if harmful chemicals are being added in the water. Okay. On all these questions we have discussed, I have taken two questions here. Okay, this question I'll be sending in the Google Classroom. You have to write the answer in your EVS 1 copy. Let me read out the question. The first question is plants a part of a food web? If yes, how? So you already know that plants are a part of food web. So you have to give your justification here. That means you have to give in the second part of the question, you have to give the answer how plants are a part of a food web. Okay. So there are two answers here. Okay. The question number 2, say true or false of the following. So below I have given a linear example of a food chain. Whether it is correct or not, you have to give say whether true or false. Fruits, rats and eagles. Okay children. So you can write it down in your EVS 1 copy and you can send me the answer. The new words that we have learned today are food chain, food web and consumer. Okay. So food chain and food web you already know. Consumer means a animal or a person which consume food which dependent on other animals for survival. Okay. So these are the question, and if you have any doubt you can drop a message in my WhatsApp number, and all the questions of workbook are done. In the next class we will start a new chapter, that means the next chapter. Alright, so with this I conclude my video. Thank you and have a nice day.